again with another video. So, you're hearing voices. Are you crazy? Absolutely not. Let me explain something, There's a lot of people out here in the world who basically hear voices, it's like to the point where they're just automatically written off in society as basically being crazy, schizophrenic, whatsoever. See, let me explain something. In a spirit world, in spirit working, people that are into spirituality itself, we know that this is not what it is. These people who are labeled crazy actually hear these voices, and these voices are not hallucinations. Now, as a Bokor spirit worker itself, I can say as a person who has the gift of clairvoyance, clairaudience, which is basically hearing, clairsentience, feeling itself, I know that this is not an hallucination as being a reader as well. When I'm doing my readings itself, I pick up on a myriad of things itself with all faculties. Sometimes I may hear a voice, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I may sense things itself, you know what I'm saying? And I know from that it's not an hallucination because the customer coming to me verifies what I told them as to be true. Now, when it comes to a person who is not developed, people who are labeled crazy that you see on the street talking to themselves, that you see out in public are like screaming at times and stuff like that, they're going through a battle. We can say that they're being tormented. You know what I'm saying? See, we just see what's going on outside of them. We just see a person just going crazy and just getting mad, screaming and stuff like that, and saying violent things. That's because that's what they hear. You know what I'm saying? They're hearing that and they don't want to hear that stuff. Just imagine just hearing chattering going in your mind. Fuck you, I hate you, you stupid motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Listen, those of us who's into magic, we know that when we're using dark herbs, evil oil, those of you, even those of you who are into using the commercial oils such as Damnation Oil, Zula, Black Cat, you know what I'm saying? Dume, whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? Death and destruction to my enemy itself. Black Arts Oil, yes. When you have those things on your hands while you're basically doing what you need to do with it, if you ever sat down or if you ever paid attention to, while you're working, to what you hear inside your head, you're going to hear exactly what people who are labeled as crazy and schizophrenic actually hear. Basically, you'll hear, I'm hoping that you guys had this experience already, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to hear all types of shit like burn this fucking house down. You know what I'm saying? I fucking hate you. You need to fucking die. You're going to hear all of that shit. Why? Because those herbs, that evil shit, that combination that you're putting together to fuck up your enemy, that shit is some bad shit that attracts evil fucking spirits, destructive spirits. So now you're having all those things coming on you, and that's why you're hearing all this fucking evil chattering. But you also notice that when you cleanse your hands, you know what I'm saying? You cleanse yourself after your workings, you know what I'm saying? You can basically go about your business and you don't hear nothing, and you're all right. You don't feel terrible. You feel all right. So just taking that situation and understanding a person's situation who is not working with that, it's the same thing. Because what it is this: unlike they're not using oils and herbs. It's just that the fact that they were born with a gift, and the thing is, the fact that they're not born with the gift, the fact that they're born with the gift, it's as though they're so open that their ears doesn't filter, or their psychic hearing doesn't filter all the things that's coming to their head whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, they'll hear everything. You know what I mean? Things can be from good, things can be the bad, they can hear random, random noise from like fire trucks and stuff like that. Random shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's all like this. You gotta look at it in the sense where you have the spirit world on top of the physical world. The spirit world basically has everything that this world has in it, and a little more. So the thing is, before certain things happen, I remember I met this one female. She told me she could hear things before they even happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's possible. You know what I'm saying? That's like a tarot card reading. Basically, you're looking into certain things and you see things that's coming into play. You know what I'm saying? Basically, some people with clairaudience, they're able to tap in to things that are coming into play. And then some people's clairaudience works where it is tapping into things in the present moment itself, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, when they're walking, it's like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? They're coming across people, they're hearing things whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, not only is it a reflection of this world, you got live entities living on that realm, you know, in that realm, which in voodoo we call Guinea whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? And we say the the soul, dwells on that plane. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the fact that we're living on this plane, it's living on the other plane as well. But it's, you know, we're blind to what's happening to our souls on the other side. So it could be interacting with benevolent forces whatsoever. And basically, we don't know whatsoever. We just go off of how we feel itself like that. You know, we go off of how we feel. You know what I'm saying? So the person who is hearing voices that's not spiritually cultivated whatsoever, they begin to panic. They begin to do everything that they fucking hear. You know what I'm saying? Like they hear these voices and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They now they start to, you know, shut your mouth, shut up, don't say shit, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Now they follow what they're being told whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? They follow the voices and stuff like that. So instead of ignoring it, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, like, you know, when I first started opening up whatsoever, I knew what I was going through. So I just knew that it wasn't, I knew that I wasn't bugging or going crazy. I just knew that I opened myself up. You know what I'm saying? And I was hearing things as a result of it. You know what I'm saying? I opened myself into the spiritual world. Some people go like they're not aware of. It's like they don't know what they're basically experiencing. So they just start bugging out. They start tripping. They start running and, you know, screaming and stuff like that because they don't know how to deal with what they're processing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like picking up bad energy. There's some people that even smoke ganja, herb, whatsoever, marijuana. And basically, now they open themselves up, and now they come across some negative people, and they start feeling bad emotions and shit like that. They start bugging and tripping. You know, they start running out, screaming like, ah, like going all crazy. And that's not because they're bugging. You know what I mean? They lost their mind. No, they basically perceived a reality that they're not used to perceiving itself. You know, and this is, you know, the reaction is what people call crazy. You know what I'm saying? You see these people doing things that appear odd to you, but it's not really odd. They're basically reacting to things from the spirit realm. You know, it just looks odd to us itself. You know, so what I have to say to people that are hearing voices and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can say this. If you're not looking for assistance or going to other places whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? Do not play into the voices. The worst thing you can do, you know, is basically listen. I mean, especially if they're on the evil level, the worst thing you can do is actually give into what you hear, whatsoever, especially things that are not good whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? You can hear anything from go to smoke crack whatsoever, do all types of crazy shit, stab someone, stab yourself, you know what I'm saying? And there's people that have, you know what I mean, listen to the voices and went out and done evil shit. I mean, if I'm correct, there used to be people, I think back in you know, there's people that killed people whatsoever and said they heard voices and shit like that. I mean, shit. I like, honestly, I believe that shit. You know what I mean? Not to say that every one of those situations are genuine, but I could believe it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've met a lot of people that have dealt with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, I mean, I know that it's there. And being a clairvoyant myself, I know. You know what I mean? But again, what separates me from the average person who is not into spirit working is the fact that I got protection, you know what I'm saying? I work with 11 law, you know what I'm saying? I work with 11 spirits to be exact whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? And they basically protect me. They're like a filter. I'm like an antenna, but they filter all the garbage that I don't need to hear whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, I hope this video is informative. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.